Yo, someday, hump day, Wednesday, hump day, Wednesday. Let's get funky, y'all. What's up, y'all? A.m. baby. What's good? Maritza, Vita, T. Carey, right? Yo, what's up, y'all? Come on, y'all. Did y'all sign up for this? Yeah. Wednesday, hump day. Jen. Damn, hold on, I'm trying to get it. Ah, fuck it. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Sign up for this. What's up? Hump day, hump day. What's good? Let's go. All right, so we getting into it. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. As a matter of fact, this is the daily. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking on fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about I ain't signed up for that tonight. What do y'all know? What do y'all know about not signing up for something? What do y'all know about getting into something with somebody, making a promise to somebody, making an agreement with somebody, entering into an agreement with somebody, or whatever, and they don't tell you all of the little hidden details that was going to concern you about whatever the agreement was, about whatever it was that y'all was getting into. So you got into something that you thought you knew that you were getting into, only to find out that you didn't know what you was getting into. You didn't know. You didn't. They didn't tell you. They kind of deceived you. You thought she was cool, but you didn't know she was gonna play you for a fool. It gets rough, yeah, but you know that life is kind of tough, yo. The bluff that she was calling, you was down like a submarine, kind of all in, but you didn't know that she would be stalling with the truth given. Yo, how you living? I thought I was down. I thought we was cool. I thought everything was gonna be all right, but ooh, yo, things wasn't the way I thought they was, but I feel like I'm not drinking, but I got a buzz. What's the deal with that? Am I chasing cat? Am I getting to agreement? Yo, what's up with that? I know that I need to know every detail of this shit so I can show and prove. Yeah, we got the Wednesday groove. Hump day up in your area, getting scarier, biting you like a terrier. But it's not dangerous. Everything is all right. Yeah, I'm rearranging this frame of mind and the way we think, and make sure that we don't be farting, make it stinking. And I'm thinking that everything's gonna be all right, and it will if I keep my game tight. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right. Okay. Run it down. All right. Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. I ain't signed up for all that. I didn't sign up for all of that. So what y'all know? First of all, how y'all feeling tonight? I hope y'all feeling good. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should. Also, yeah, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for that. What we got? Jen Ramirez, señorita Ramirez es en la casa. Señorita Ramirez es en la casa. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, señorita? Okay, and Marissa Alberg, what's good? And Miguel, what up? You said, aren't those hand drums? They kind of have a different name, but it's all good. I definitely play it with my hands. And Liam McNeil was good. Oh, God, here you go with the big girthy women. It's all good. So, y'all, do y'all understand what we're talking about tonight? We are talking about when you get into something with somebody. You know, I'm not going to say that they tricked you into it, because you might have been with it. You might have been all the way with it. But they didn't tell you all of the details of what they was what you were getting into. Now, this can play out a number of ways, because there can be some mental and emotional things that you didn't sign up for, and then there can be some physical things that you didn't sign up for. Like, for example, let's say a man meets a beautiful woman. She is all of that. She is mad stat. And he really trying to talk to her and get with that. Well, you know how, today's women ain't always what they seem. Now, I'm not saying that they transgender or nothing like that, but I'm saying they may come with some assembly required that you may not have noticed, because maybe when you met them, maybe you were a little bit tipsy and you might have met him on a Saturday night in a club or something like that. And you know, you can't look better than you do on a Saturday night. Everybody looking good. The drinks are flowing. The weed is toting. And, you know, you might not be in the headspace to be doing some real investigative reporting. You might have thought she had clear skin, but she had on a face full of makeup. You know what I mean? She was Bumpy Johnson under that makeup. She was Bumpy Johnson, Blemish Smith. She was Blemish Smith under that foundation. You didn't know. You didn't sign up for, you know, to deal with patches. It might not be that she was ugly, but you know, she definitely didn't look like she did on Saturday night when you met her. So you didn't really sign up for all of that. Not only that, she might have had a fatty. You ain't know the fatty was a BBL. And I've heard some things about a BBL. I don't know if any of y'all have dealt with a woman who has a BBL, but I've heard. Now I don't know because I haven't dealt with a woman who had a BBL. I have dealt with women who had breast implants or breast reduction. You know, I mean, it is what it is. But I haven't run into a BBL, and more than likely, I'm not going to run into it at this age. You know what I'm saying? That might have been that shit might have sailed. But yeah, I've heard that BBL stink. Does anybody else have any information on this? I've heard that the chicks who have BBLs either are not good on their hygiene. They say them BBLs stink. I've heard this from multiple men. Anybody know anything? Anyway, you might not have signed up for a smelly. You might not have signed up for a smelly. You thought you was just going to get you a little curvy, little fatty. She had the fatty. You wanted the fatty, not thatty. You didn't sign up for that, but that's what you got. That's what you got. And there could be a lot of things. This whole I didn't sign up for this thing can go a lot of different ways, and we can talk about it. We can talk about it as far as friendships are concerned, relationships are concerned, business partnerships, and all kinds of memberships and all of that kind of stuff. How many of y'all have more credit cards than y'all need? You know who I'm talking to. Those of you who this applies to know who I'm talking to. We don't have to get personal, but you know when you have more credit card debt than you like to pay. Now, you may be able to pay it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't put a dent in your financial situation every month. So every month, every first of the month, you know, you like a $40 here and a $50 there. That shit be adding up a lot of money up. I can't pay all these damn cards. I'm living just to pay my bills and life is hard. I feel like I'm mentally scarred, financially broke. I can't deal with this shit. It used to be a joke. I used to tease everybody about not having money. Now I'm in the same condition and I'm on a mission. Feel like going fishing, but I can't afford it. I gotta pay these bills and this month I will, but I don't know what's going to happen for the next right now. I'm trying to get a couple of dollars to get some sex. Yeah, you know you can buy sex with the credit card. That's how I found out. I'm going another route. It was just a rhyme, y'all. It's just a rhyme. All right. But yeah. I heard the BBL stick. I heard that shit. Jen says, like my dad telling me we are going to a Dairy Queen when we really going to a relative's house. When I was exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like the bait and switch. It's the bait and switch. Told you was going to Dairy Queen. You ain't tell you that you had to spend 3 hours before y'all, 3 hours at the family crib before y'all ever got to the Dairy Queen. Why couldn't we hit up the ice cream spot first? Why, daddy? Why? But an incentive is an incentive, right? An incentive is an incentive. But you got the right idea. That's exactly what we're talking about tonight. Yeah, I didn't sign up for this. When was the last time that you signed up for something that you didn't sign up for? You might have literally signed up for something that you didn't sign up for. Like a lot of people who order credit cards don't look at the interest rate on that shit. You know, remember back in the day when the interest rate on the credit card used to be like, I don't know, 10%, you know, anything over 15%. They was like, no, don't get that card. That's too high. Now all them credit cards be like 25, 27, 30%, 29.9. That's the highest that I've seen recently. Like they don't even care. They don't even care. So it's hard. You didn't sign up to never be able to pay the credit card off, but you was shopping. Go shopping. Go shopping. Go shopping. Go shopping. It be how it be. It go how it go. But yeah. So what y'all know? When was the last time you signed up for something that you didn't sign up for? When was the last time you signed up for something that you didn't sign up for? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a poll question going early in the game. Early in the game. Early in the game. Let me see. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's put a little meat on the bone. Let's put a little meat on the bone. Make sure we got something that'll stick to our ribs. Stick to our mental ribs on this thing. Let's see. Let's do this. Are you quick to break up with someone as soon as you find out? Are you quick to break up with someone as soon as you find out that they lie or have lied? Like, so if you get with somebody, y'all supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend, going steady, hanging out, dating heavily, getting to be exclusive. And then you find out that they do more than stretch the truth. Like they got a whole bunch of skeletons in the closet that they haven't shown you when they gave you a tour to their house. They gave you a tour through the crib. They didn't open up them closets and let you see all the bones come out. And they be lying. They be lying. They be da-da-da-da-da. Yo, they don't tell the truth. Da-da-da-da-da. So are you quick to break up with someone as soon as you find out that they lie or have lied? Now, some people say yes. And some people, keep it real and be like, well, like, define the lie. Because, you may not really want to break up with somebody as soon as, you find out that they haven't told the truth, because they might have lied to you in order to get with you. And then lie might not have been that big of a deal. Like he might have told you that he make more money on his job than he make because he thought that you was a gold digger or something. But maybe when he found out that you wasn't a gold digger, then he let his hair down. And should I say he pulled his wallet out and showed that it was really real. So let's go ahead. Let's start the poll. I didn't sign up for this. Dimples D's. Dimples D's. What's going on, man? How you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Good to see you here. Make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Y'all a little light on the likes. Let's get that like count up. Please. Let's get the like count up a little bit. It's a little light. We want to get it up a little bit. Raise the bar on the likes. 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 John Jeffries, my dude. Philly brethren all up in the house. He says AJ Brown 70 yards and Smitty 50. Goddard 30. Saquon 125. And the Eagles money line. Put a stack on it. Look, I think it should be a little higher than that. I know Saquon gonna get over 100. I think AJ Brown gonna get over 100. I do. because he's gonna start bitching if he don't. I think he really want to show improve in this Super Bowl. That's what I think. Those are my personal feelings. John. What up? How you feeling, my dude? What's good? Matter of fact, what's Philly? What's Philly out here? But yeah, so I didn't sign up for this. Y'all didn't answer. When was the last time y'all signed up for something that you didn't sign up for? When was the last time you signed up for something that you didn't sign up for? You could have bought a new car. Especially if you bought a used car, you could have bought a used car and you didn't know that it was going to require all of this maintenance, all of these repairs and all that kind of stuff. Or for real, you could have bought a new car and didn't really understand the way that the payment was supposed to go. Well, some people buy a new car, they really don't understand how to make a purchase. You know what I mean? They be thinking that, okay, that car payment, I can make that, but they may not have factored the insurance in. And depending on what age you are, what stage you are in your life, insurance could either be economical for you or it can cost you a lot of money, especially when you're dealing with companies like Allstate, State Farm, like the big companies, Nationwide and all of that, because those are the good insurance companies that really cover you for most things. But in order to get insured properly by those companies, you kind of have to pay out a lot in the beginning. It gets a little cheaper as you become a customer of theirs. But in the meantime, they milking you like crazy. So if you're like a new driver, you don't really want to mess with no State Farm, no Nationwide, and no Allstate. Like build up your driver's record with Progressive or Geico or what's the joint that Shaq was doing the commercials with the General. You might want to do it with the General or something like that because it's going to be cheaper for you. Those little small insurance companies, they might act a little funny when you get into an accident or whatever, but they will cover you much cheaper. The State Farm, Allstate, Nationwide do not cover you cheap when you're new. They be like, yo, you know this nigga? I don't know this nigga. I mean, do you know anybody who know this nigga? Like, I think my cousin next door baby mom's little sister know him, but I can't verify that. And when I called their phone, they didn't answer. I sent them a text, they didn't text back. I don't know. They might have got their number changed. I don't know. All right, well, this is what we're gonna do. We'll go ahead and tax the nigga. Fuck it. And then see if he want to pay $300 a month for insurance. Full tort. See if you want to pay $300 a month. See, you signed up for your car payment, but you didn't sign up for that high ass insurance payment. So here it is. You paying $450 a month for your car. You didn't sign up to pay another $300 for your insurance. Now you're paying $750 a month. You was good with being able to afford the $450. You're not so good with the $7.5. In your mind, you might be thinking that for $7.5, I should be paying on 2 cars. That's what you might be thinking in your mind. But hey, you know. Oh shit! John Jeffrey said, "Every day, Omar, I didn't sign up for taxes." Woo! That's a real one. Every time I get a new job, man, the first thing I try to do is make sure that tax thing, that W-4, whatever, make sure that shit is signed, is filled out to my satisfaction. I just had a conversation with somebody, and they were saying that they don't even claim themselves on their taxes, so they won't owe nothing at the end of the year, and they'll get more money back. And I was telling them, it don't work that way, dog. The government don't save up your money for you. You got to get your money back. You got to get your money up front, son. You got to get your money up front. You think you don't have no dependents or nothing like that, and you don't claim yourself, you're not getting that money back. You're not saving nothing. They're gonna hit you up. You make 40,000 a year, 50,000 a year. They're gonna bless you with a $500, $700 check. Real shit. They're gonna bless you with like a $700 check, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I made too much money. You ain't make but $50,000. I ain't dissing you, but that ain't no money in the grand scheme of things. I bet you won't eat out every night. I bet you don't have $5,000 saved up. I bet you. And I bet you, and I bet you, and I bet you, and I bet you don't have $5,000. Oh, baby. It's not a diss. Most people who are making 40 to 50,000 a year, you're not seeing 40 or 50,000. You seeing somewhere in the 30s. If you making 50, you're not seeing 40. You seeing like 35 cash, what you taking home. So it ain't that easy. I'm taking home let's say $35,000 off a supposed 50 grand salary and shit. And you trying to save up $5,000. That's a hard save, son. So yeah, I feel that when you say you didn't sign up for the taxes, the taxes sure signed up for you, and they'll lock you up if you don't pay. Sad to say. Success 7, what's good? How you feeling, my dude? Thanks for coming on through. I appreciate you. So we're talking about I didn't sign up for this. Let me go back to what I was talking about with these chicks with these big BBLs. Now, she might have had a BBL. She might have had a breast reduction. I mean, she might have had breast implants. You didn't sign up for the plastic, but you got a whole lot of it. You got plastic and bubble wrap. You got bubble wrap, man. You got that bubble wrap. You got that Nicki Minaj. You got that K. Michelle. You got that Pamela Anderson. You got that, what you got? You got that Lil Kim. Yeah, you got you know what you got? You got that, who else got implants? That little shorty, the little brown skin shorty that everybody liked. The one that played in Power. She played in Baby Boy. You know what I'm talking about? Little brown skin chick. She ain't used to have no titties. Then all of a sudden, she grew titties at age 30, 32. Like, well, hold on, titty, yeah, okay. Her name escapes me right now. But yeah, her. You didn't sign up for that, but you did. You got a whole lot of plastic and bubble wrap. I mean, but the girl might have plenty good loving. The girl got plenty good loving. Ask me how I know, and I tell you so. She used to have no tits. Oh, she used to have no tits. Oh, she used to have no tits. All right. So Vita B says, coming from an IRS worker, just know I didn't sign up for this. They offered us a fork in the road, which means resign till September with pay or stay and don't know if we have a job. Man, all y'all who voted for Donald Trump, man, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all motherfucking selves. With his Gaza Strip invading ass. It's getting nasty, boy. This shit nasty right now. Y'all Trump supporters should be ashamed of yourselves. But I can't tell y'all nothing. What up, Sheldon? Says, I still can't believe it's not butter. Did you sign up for that, though? Did you? Mm-hmm. Taraji P. Thank you. Yeah, she got that Taraji P. She had nothing. She was. Now she got the Pokemons. She got the Pokemons. Now, say what you want about Diana Ross. Because Diana Ross is about this big. And always been nothing but about this big. But she said, look, I'm little, I'm skinny. But she might have got a lot of extra hair, but she ain't get no body accoutrements. She was like, look, shit, if you like a 9-year-old body, I'm your girl. I mean, think about it. Diana Ross was playing a 17-year-old as the Wiz when she was like damn near 40. Real shit. Diana Ross, you know, Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz was supposed to be 17. Diana Ross in 1978 was like 35, some shit like that. Real trap. Real trap. Moon Wolfie says, yes, you can plant the titty seeds in the ground and grow a whole new pair. The plastic fairy hands them out to the chosen ones. Thank you. Oh my God, that is so profound. Hold on. You wait. That because you have made me a believer. You titty fairy, titty. Dr. Titty. And listen, man, to all of y'all A and B cups, man, I'm not coming at y'all next because at least you rocking what you got. But when you thought you got some big titties and you find out that they was flip titties, they was flip mode squad titties, flip modes. Yeah. All right. Okay. BDB says, now that I'm older, I will break shit off. I will break shit off if you lie and find out. No need to lie about what both might be feeling. Okay. All right. Let me see. Sheldon says, still better than Kamala's, though. Can't deny she was completely incompetent and stupid. Well, she's not stupid. She wasn't incompetent. Actually, Donald Trump he's not stupid either, but he's definitely incompetent. And he has no experience and he really doesn't know what he's doing. But he's the type that will do it anyway, whether he knows what he's doing anyway, because if he doesn't know anything, he knows what way he wants things and he'll do that. But somebody who has total disregard for any rules is somebody that I like to stay away from. So, I mean, you know, you're a Trump supporter. But it's going to get harder for you to support him in a minute because that motherfucker is doing nothing for you. If you're not a billionaire or at least a millionaire, he ain't doing nothing for you right now. You on the back burner. He ain't lowering the price of food. You know what I'm saying? He ain't lowering your rent. You know, that's what you voted for him for. You say what you want, but you voted for him because you thought he was going to lower gas, lower food, lower everything, lower the cost of inflation. And that shit ain't nowhere on his radar. That shit is not going to happen during his administration at all. And I'll bet anybody that he's not even talking about inflation. That's all he was talking about when he was campaigning. Inflation, the fucking border. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, he talked about trans and he talked about, he ain't talking about no foreign policy. That sure changed, didn't it? Oh, and for all y'all Trump supporters who said, oh, yeah, remember with Trump, no new wars. Wait till I get to Gaza. The insurrection is coming. The insurrection is coming. Yeah, man, I'm going to say it right now. Peace to all of the American troops that get sent over there, because it's going to be a bloodbath. It's about to get nasty, but still we rise. Anyway, Trump is putting America first. How? In what way? yo, you crazy. Which is what any leader of any country would you not agree? No, I don't agree. I think he's a totally incompetent asshole. And I'm sure of it. I can prove it. All you have to do is ask him ask him to give you details on whatever plans he gives. How does he handle that? I mean, because y'all be making up the details for him. I don't know what he was really trying to say was this motherfucker got right in front of the camera with Bibi Netanyahu right across from him and said, yeah, we're going to own Gaza. We're going to take it over. We're going to own it. And then we're going to change everything. And, the people of Palestine, I mean, they'll find somewhere to go, but they ain't going to be here. It'll open up the opportunity for plenty of jobs. And he also said everybody agrees with this. Who the fuck is everybody? Who? And here's Sean Hannity and them trying to change. Oh, what he meant was, no, don't tell me what the fuck he meant. You heard what he said. And he read off the script. He didn't even freestyle it. Because he brags about, not needing a teleprompter and all of that. And nobody has ever needed a teleprompter more than Donald Trump. But yeah. Can't explain that one away. But still I rise. Okay. Moon Wolfie says, yes, these are secret women's secrets. I have spoiled them. Oh. Jeffrey Sprayberry says he said Dr. Titty. Yes, I did. Dr. Titty. He's been in office for 2 weeks, bro. And you know what? I would give him the benefit of the doubt for being in office only 2 weeks if he didn't say that he was going to do all of this shit on day one. See, y'all don't want to stand behind his words. Y'all do the same shit. Motherfuckers did the same shit with Tupac. Oh, no, he meant this. And he meant that. No, the fuck he didn't. He meant what he said. Y'all do the same shit with Kanye West. Oh, no, what Kanye is trying to say or what he meant by what he did. No, get the fuck out of here. No, son. You don't have nobody interpreting your shit for you. Why? You know why? Because you say what you mean. And you watch what you say. But this billionaire, so-called billionaire dude, y'all gotta speak for him and he's the president of the United States. And this motherfucker keeps a camera in front of his face every single day of his presidency. You gotta see Donald Trump on camera every single day. And y'all gotta explain away his shit like he ain't ready for that. Stop it. I feel insulted when people try to interpret his shit. I'm like, you know how good I was in English? You know how good I was in reading? You know how good I am in writing? Do you know? This is my best subject. I read and write for a living. I listen for a living. I'm not allowed to misinterpret what people say. But he speaks in simple language. Donald Trump don't use big words. He doesn't have a broad vocabulary. He talks so a 5-year-old can understand what he's saying. But y'all want to come on here like, well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Who does he ever give the benefit of the doubt to? Who has Donald Trump ever given the benefit of the doubt to? I mean, on some real shit. Name a person that he said, well, we need to give him some time to figure this thing out, or we're going to see how it goes with him. If you disagree with him, he never gives you the benefit of the doubt. But y'all want me to give him the benefit of the doubt? And now work that way, my dude. And now work that way. But Hey, listen. Trump supporters are like Cowboys fans. We can't talk y'all out of, and I'm not even going to try to talk y'all out of them, but I'm going to slam that bullshit that y'all try to kick every time because it's not working. It's not working. I realize he's only been in office for 2 weeks. It's 2.5 now. But he said too much of what he was going to do on day one. On day one. He didn't talk about none of that foreign policy shit when he was campaigning. It seems like he has a lot of territorial interests. First, it was the whole Canada and Mexico thing. Greenland, remember? And now it's Gaza. Well, if your 9-year-old hits a home run and breaks my window with the baseball, maybe your 9-year-old did not mean to break my window, but I have a broken window. What are you going to do? The difference is your 9-year-old really didn't mean to break my window. Donald Trump does not say what he doesn't mean. That's why he never retracts statements or apologizes. And that impresses you men, that a man will not admit that he's wrong. Meanwhile, in all of your lives, you have to admit that you're wrong. You may even sign up or volunteer to admit that you're wrong plenty of times, but he doesn't. But that's your man's. That's your boy. That's your super guy that you believe is going to do all this shit and that has told you that he did all this other shit. Okay. All right. I didn't sign up for this. Well, I certainly didn't sign up for that orange clown, but I got him. But I'm not going to front. I hope he fails miserably. I want him to fuck up so bad that y'all cannot defend him anymore. That's my whole goal. So I'm like, whatever he could start World War III. I'm just going to be like, oh, finally. All right. How you going to get out of that? Because he was saying that his biggest threat was, he was saying that with Kamala or Joe Biden and all that, all you're going to get is World War III. All right. Moon Wolf, he says, I think it's more masculine to be able to admit when you're wrong than learn from it. It is. It is. It is. Part of being a man is being able to humble yourself. Not necessarily stand down, not cower, but to admit that you're wrong. Who's going to respect you if you never admit that you're wrong? And everybody can see that you're dead wrong. But he does it and gets away with it. Same thing happened when Tupac was alive. No, I used to hear people make so many excuses for Tupac. They still make it, even in his death, may he rest in peace, they still making excuses for him. Oh no, he didn't have nothing to do with that East Coast, West Coast beef. Niggas, you crazy? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Suge Knight wasn't even talking about going after Biggie and them. He wasn't. Tupac put the battery in his back for that. Like, yo, man, since you let me, you came and bailed me out of jail, you know what I mean? You could take over this beef with Biggie, because, he ain't even from the West Coast. Claiming the West Coast, he was born and raised in Harlem. What we doing? But yeah, I didn't sign up for it. Let me think about the last time I got involved with something that I didn't sign up for. Now, let's do this scenario. Let's do this scenario. Now, there are plenty of jobs. You may have been in the job market. You saw a job, filled out an application, maybe put in your resume and all of that, and it was going pretty good. The process was going good. Maybe you went to 1 interview, 2 interviews, 3 interviews, whatever. However, you got the job. They gave you the job offer, and when you got the job, what they failed to remind you of or tell you about or inform you of was that there were going to be times when there was mandatory overtime. Mandatory overtime. Like, in other words, even if you have an emergency, you cannot leave the job if certain people don't show up or whatever. So, you risk termination if you leave, or at least being written up or something, starting the termination process if you leave at those times when mandatory overtime was implemented. Now, they didn't tell you that. They did not tell you that. They may have said, well, there's plenty of overtime, and sometimes we may request that you stay for overtime or whatever, but they didn't tell you that it was mandatory. The key word was mandatory. You didn't sign up for a job that required mandatory overtime. Olga Beck, East Matav was good, man. Thanks for coming on through. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All the way. Thank you. But yeah, so things like that happen on the workplace all the time. They tell you one thing and you get the old bait and switch. They switch the whole shit up on you. And next thing you know, you got to call home and ask somebody to pick up your kids for you because you have to do some extra hours at the job. You have to do some extra hours. Well, that may not necessarily be a deal breaker for you. Like, it may not be the thing that broke the straw that broke the camel's back, or it might not be the thing that makes you quit, but it's an inconvenience. And you didn't sign up for that. Now, do you have the power to go to HR and complain about it? Possibly. Will you do it? Maybe. Maybe not. And there could be other rules that happen in the workplace that maybe you weren't informed of, like a reckless, inconsiderate supervisor or manager. Now, there's certain guidelines that have to be followed when it comes to addressing subordinates at a job. And maybe you have a manager or a supervisor that breaks all of the rules. So they kind of they're talking to you a little greasy, maybe speaking to you in street language, or maybe there are racial undertones in the way that they address you. And maybe they think it's cute. And perhaps you don't. Maybe you don't think it's cute at all. Well, these things happen. But the bottom line is you didn't sign up for that. You only signed up to go into work, contribute as much as possible, and get on up out of there with a nice little fat check. That's what you signed up for. They didn't tell you anything about all of these fringe problems. They're not fringe benefits. These are fringe distractions. Fringe problems. Fringe. They're on a fringe. Yeah, I didn't sign up for that. You ever deal with a cheating lover? A cheating lover. You got with somebody, you thought that you were going to be one-on-one. You thought that you were going to be in a monogamous relationship. You thought that you were going to be in an exclusive situation, only to find out that they want to date everybody around the world. And they expected you to be okay with that. So maybe they wanted to label you number one, but that's just a label because they got a 2, 3, and 4. You didn't sign up for that. But you may have gotten it. It's not the kind of extra stuff that you look for. And when it comes to relationships, there's a whole lot of things that you may not sign up for that you might get. For example, you may get with somebody and maybe the relationship is good. Maybe you like their personality. Maybe you like how considerate they are. Maybe you like their sweetness. You like their energy. It's a good look. Maybe you two really fit together well. But what they didn't tell you is that they expect for anybody who dates them exclusively to pay all of their bills or to help them out with the existing bills that they have. So you may have signed up for love, but you didn't know that the love came with a whole bunch of bills and the expectations that you will take care of their financial obligations. You may not have known anything about that. You may not have been told anything about that, but they sure are putting you onto that. They're letting you know. And that's a tough situation. It really is. That's a tough situation. It's like, when y'all were just dating, you didn't know anything about these financial problems that they had. Now that y'all are really, really kicking it, now that y'all are getting close to each other, now that y'all are getting as close to love as possible, now they have all of these bills that need to be paid, or they need all of this help. They went from needing no help to a bunch of help. Doesn't necessarily have to be bills. It can be their expectations that you will do some other things that will help out. For example, brothers, you ever date a woman that doesn't drive? Whether she has a car or not, she doesn't drive. Now, you may have signed up for all the beauty that she possesses and all of the love that she gives, all of the sweetness that bestows from her. But you didn't know that you were going to be an Uber or a Lyft service. You didn't know. You didn't know or sign up to drop off and pick up all the time. And she's seriously expecting you to do that. Now, for some men, they're okay with that. Especially for a lot of jealous men or possessive men. Because they figure if I pick her up and drop her off everywhere, then I can keep tabs on her, so I know where she is at all times. Okay. Some men are with it. So basically, they've signed up for it. You may not have time to do all of that. You may have business aspirations. You may have hobbies, a social life, and all kinds of things that will prevent you from being able to be dropping off and picking up. And you know how it is. If you've ever dealt with somebody that doesn't drive but always has to go somewhere, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Have any of you ever dealt with somebody that always needs to go somewhere, but they don't have a car? So what they do is they rely on a bunch of people who do have cars. They rely on a lot of people who have vehicles. And they don't have any problem asking, well, can you just drop me off at the market? Or can you take me to the laundromat? Or I need to go downtown to pick this up. I got a package at the FedEx office. They tried to deliver it to the house, but I wasn't home. They left a note on my door and said that I could pick it up tomorrow, blah, blah. Can you take me? People who don't have cars, some people, not everybody, some people who don't have cars always need to go somewhere. They're always needing to go somewhere, which y'all know. How we doing with this poll? Okay, well, this is an interesting poll. Poll results so far. 12 people say, are you quick to break up with someone as soon as you find out that they lied or have lied? 42% say yes. 58% say no. That's interesting. Those are interesting numbers. And you know what? I consider that to be a real number. That's a real representation of what it's a little different than I would expect, because a lot of times online people pretend like they just have it going on so much. people online tend to have a Superman complex. Like they would never put up with no BS. They would never ever do wrong. They always follow things to the letter, follow rules to the letter, or they portray themselves as the type that doesn't make the same mistakes twice. That's what a lot of people do online. So, it's like the tribe of why would you do such and such if you knew that such and such would be the result? I kind of like when people talk like that. I do. I kind of like when people talk like that, even though I know that they probably don't live like that. But a lot of people online talk like that. Well, why would you get with somebody that you knew you could clearly see that they were blah, 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 blah? And it's like, well, sometimes love can make you a little starry-eyed. Sometimes would they say love is blind? They say love is blind. Well, it is sometimes. It is sometimes. Hold on. No, it's got to be right. Y'all a little quiet tonight. Last person who talked was Olga Beck. Let me make sure that this chat is working. Let me refresh. Sometimes that happens. Oh no, it's the same. It's the same on a refresh. Okay. All right, y'all staying silent. It's good. It's all good. All right. But yeah, I didn't sign up for this. There's so many things that you may not have signed up for. Like, let's say we got credit cards, we got relationships, we got jobs. Shoot. Remember back in the day, you got upset about your parents when they wanted you to do something that you really didn't want to do or that you didn't agree with. And it was like, well, I didn't ask to be born. Well, yeah, you didn't necessarily sign up to be born either. But it's kind of one of those things that it's just a way to populate the earth. Jen says, I'm still here just listening, about to fall asleep. All right, I get you. I mean, I know it's late, but y'all normally, I'm just saying. Moon Wolfie says, I think it goes beyond the lie and how much of a deal breaker I feel it is. I'd also want to know why they lied if it wasn't that serious. Sorry, sir. I'm just trying to multitask. No, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure, because, sometimes when I see the chat stop, there have been times when I had to refresh it because it just, it may be the fact that people are still chatting, but yeah, it just stopped. And I was like, let me make sure we okay over here. Just make sure, check your vitals. Check your vitals. Somebody get me a thermometer over here and a blood pressure patch. All right, a blood pressure sleeve. Okay, the thing about lying. Why would people lie if it wasn't that deep? Well, the thing is, sometimes, and unfortunately, I've had this experience. Some people lie in the beginning of a relationship or upon meeting people because they figure, well, why should I tell you all of my information when I don't really know you like that? So why should I open up to you? Why should I be 100% honest with you if I don't even know how far this is going to go? I don't even know if you really like me like that. I don't really know if you're in this for the long haul, short thing. I don't know if you want me just for one thing or if you really want to be with me. So they might paint pictures because they think that you may be deceptive also. Now, to me, that's a weak way to address a situation in the beginning, but it happens. So just because it happens, that's one of the things that you just have to take into consideration. So I take it into consideration. So even though you may look at it like that was a dumb lie to tell, like just like the one I was the one I used for example earlier about lying about how much money you make. There are plenty of men and women who lie about how much money they make. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why, because the money that you make is the money that you make. It's really a personal thing. You don't have to share it with anybody. But if you're going to share, why share a fake figure? You know, because I figured that there are only two reasons that you may be lying about your salary. Either you don't want anybody to think you make a lot of money, or you want people to think that you make a lot of money. What other reasons would there be? You know, so there are, I've known men who lied about how much money they made because they think that they were dealing with a woman who may not deal with them if they didn't make a lot of money. That may not be with them if they weren't clocking a bunch of dollars or weren't willing to pay for everything that they got. So they lied about it. I think it's weak. But I know men, I've known men who lied about their status all the time. They call it kicking game. Yeah, I kick game to him, man. You know what I'm saying? I kick game, man. I've known dudes who used to take their BMW keys and throw them up on the bar. Like, why you ain't had nowhere else to put your keys, dog? So did you, like, when you got out of your car, you carried your keys in your hand all the way until you got into the club? And then you threw your keys on the bar. BMW shining, the white, the black, and the blue, and the light blue. You know what BMW the symbol look like. And here's the kicker. He had no BMW. He had the BMW keys. He ain't had no Benz. He had a Benz keychain, key holder. But he figured if she sees, it's like gold digger hunting. Like, you want a chick to want you because you got a nice car or because she think you got money? I mean, I don't think that there's anything wrong with a woman wanting to be with a man that's financially capable, stable, and able. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if, like, a car, though, because having a nice car does not mean that you have money. You could have won it on The Price is Right or something. All right. Jen says it depends on what kind of lie it is. If he lies so he can play Xbox, that's fine. So he can play Xbox? Well, that's a new one. That's a new one. So if he lies about going out, then he's in trouble. I didn't sign up to be a single parent, but it is what it is. Exactly. That is one of those things that you didn't sign up for. That's a good one. Most women did not sign up to be a single parent. But let me ask you this, Jen, because I've heard a lot of different opinions on what being a single parent is. So let me ask you, is a single parent just a custodial parent to you, or is a single parent the only parent that is in a child's life? Like, are you a single parent because the father of the child is inactive and unavailable? Or are you a single parent because you are the custodial parent? So that means that you have to fix the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have to drop off the kids, drop them off to school, pick them up, all that kind of stuff. What exactly does being a single parent mean to you? Because I've heard women say that they were single parents and they were receiving not only child support, but they were also dealing with the father of the child that was active in the child's life, but they still said that they were single parents. And I was like, well, you are a parent and you are legally single. So I guess you're a single parent in that way. But is that the definition of what a single parent is? So I just want to ask you that. Or if he's driving his parents' car claiming it's his, that's a lie. That's a lie a lot of men tell, that kind of shit. And that's a young lie too. You know, like if a man is over 30 years old and he's still driving his parents' car talking about it's his, I don't know. To me, that signals a problem. To me, that sounds problematic. It really does. That doesn't sound like a good look to me. Not to me. I don't know. So what do you say, Jim? What do you say? Moonwolf, he says, claiming someone else's work as their is the lie I hate the most. But did you sign up for that? Vita says, that was Vita. Oh, damn. My bad. Then I'm asking you. My bad. Damn. How did I get that messed up? My bad, Vita. So you said, okay, that was Vita B, LOL, but a single parent is doing everything on your own. Daddy doesn't contribute. Okay. Financial or physical. Okay. So yeah, that's a single parent, all right. You know what? They should change it from single parent to solo parent. They should change it from single parent to solo parent. Because that's what that sounds like to me. You in a solo parenting situation. There's no co-parenting. There's the other parent is not contributing. They're not there. They're not helping out. Jeff Sprayberry says, I see you riding with those Eagles, my guy. I hope that they beat the refs. I mean the Chiefs. I hope they beat the refs too, man. And this is the way that it's going to happen. Because this is the way it has to happen. The Eagles have to win by 2 scores. They cannot win a close game in the last moments against Kansas City. They can't do it. The refs are not going to allow the Eagles to beat the Chiefs in a close game at the end of the game. They proved that in 2023. Just 2 years ago, they proved to the Eagles that the game better not be close. So we got to beat them by 9 points or more at the end of the fourth quarter. So when the clock is winding down, like when if Kansas City has the ball during the 2-minute warning, they better be down 9 points or more. That's what it's going to take for the Eagles to win, because those refs don't give a shit. I don't know what payroll. I don't know how they arrived on a payroll that they're on, but this shit it's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. Moonwolfie says, yeah, there should be 2 different terms. Vita says, if the absent parent is not involved, taking time off work, rearranging schedule. And she says, short story. My parang into her. I don't know if you wrote that right. Into her dad last week. My daughter ran into her dad last week. Is that what you're trying to say? Jeff says, y'all just unleashed that monster in Saquon Barkley and you should be good. Yeah, well, the defense is going to make a difference too. But like, for example, Jalen Carter is used to being held on almost every play. Are they going to call that against the Chiefs? Because you're not going to beat him one-on-one. The dude is a beast. He is a beast. He really is. But are they going to somehow conveniently not see him being held on every play? Vita says, She has not seen him in 2 years. Saw her at Walmart. He just threw his head up and kept it. Damn, it's like that. I'm from Kansas. We got this. Oh Lord. What Kansas City they talking about is in Missouri. They not the Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs. They the Kansas City, Missouri Chiefs. And we gonna whoop that ass. Belt to 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 ass. I said a belt to ass. Yo, bend over. It's gonna hurt real bad, and I ain't gonna be sad. I ain't got no mercy. You heard me? I ain't trying to hear that shit. And the ass is curvy, but I'm about to put a belt to it, and it's gonna be very painful. And I'm going to sing. No. All right. Ace World says, "What up, folks? What up, Ace World? What's good?" And Cheryl Halsey, what's good? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. So we talking about, I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for that. I mean, I didn't sign up for this. There's so many situations. Look, you can get into a friendship. You know, have you ever, has anybody ever just wanted to be friends with you? At least that's what they said. They said that, I'm glad that, I found somebody like you, somebody who has the same interests as I do, somebody that's cool. You thought that you was just meeting a new friend. You may have met them through somebody else. You may have met them at work or something like that. You know how you work at a job or somebody just new came at the job and they seem cool and all of that. Well, yeah, you may not have known why they were so happy to be able to call you a friend. And it could be because they have a whole lot of obligations or expectations that they have for friendship. You know how it goes. Some people are not cool, or they can't consider you to be a friend if you are really just a friend. Well, if you're a friend, I expect my friends to do this. I expect my friends to do that. What are friends for? If they're not going to help you with nothing, if you can't count on them, depend on them, blah, blah, blah. So they got this whole laundry list of what a friend is supposed to do, or what a friend is supposed to symbolize, or how a friend is supposed to conduct themselves. Now, they claim that they would do all of the things for you that they're asking from you. But you might not be the type that depends on friends. Maybe you depend on yourself. I mean, when you meet somebody, you've already lived a whole life before they ever came along, right? So you might be on that type vibe. Meanwhile, they expecting you to do this, that, and the third. Help them. Now you think, like the example that I used earlier about dealing with a lover who doesn't have a car or who doesn't drive, but always needs to go somewhere, always needs to be dropped off and picked up somewhere. Oh yeah, I'm just going in this place for a few minutes. You can leave the car running. Leave the car running. Yeah, that type of shit. Now imagine dealing with a friend that expects you to do all of this shit, or wait on them hand and foot, or be there every beck and call. A friend. You don't even know them like that. And have you ever met somebody new? Have you ever met somebody new that shows you that they get an attitude real quick when they don't get their way? Now, imagine not even knowing somebody like that and having to deal with somebody like that. You don't even know them like that. Meanwhile, you see that they get an attitude when you maybe when y'all disagree on something. Like, for example, like earlier in the show, y'all know I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't mess with Donald Trump like that. But maybe a friend on the job, friend of a friend or whatever. And you thought that y'all was cool, but maybe y'all have different political beliefs or political parties or whatever, political affiliations. That's the word. Y'all have different political affiliations, and maybe for them that's a deal breaker. They can't be cool with somebody who doesn't vote Republican or Democrat, depending on which one y'all choose, or independent, whatever. So so you get all bent out of shape and call yourself not speaking to somebody over politics? Okay. You didn't sign up for all of that extra emotional stuff attached to this friendship. You didn't sign up for that. But they sure are signing you up for it. Moon Wolfie says, I lost a friendship last year because they flipped over me missing a phone call. They said they didn't trust me anymore because they couldn't rely on me. I only knew them for about a week. Are you serious? Wait. What? Let me read this again. I lost a friendship last year because they flipped out over me missing a phone call. They said that they didn't trust me anymore because they couldn't rely on me. I only knew them for about a week. Woo! Ace World says, no friends, mo peace. Sheesh. So, Moon Wolfie, what it sounds to me is like they were trying to train you. Because maybe they thought that you would give a shit about them not speaking to you or whatever. You said, yeah, no joke. I met this person at a social event in town. Yo, that's crazy. But I've heard of things like that happening. At least a person lets you know that they're crazy early. At least they let you know that they were crazy before you really had a chance to feel their wrath, because that's a bad look. That's a bad look. Over missing a phone call, though, I could see, like, damn, they should have let the relationship cook for at least a few months. You said you knew him for about a week? Oh, hell no. Go on in. Yo, you never know. You never know what people have in store for you as far as expectations are concerned. But at least they did let you know what they expected from you. I mean, you can be mad at that and maybe not really be able to be mad at that at the same time, if you understand what I'm saying. You can be mad at that and not mad at that at the same time. Yeah, after a week. I don't know. And you know, nowadays, so many people believe in this microwave society thing. Everything has to come fast. Tomorrow is not going to come. It won't be around tomorrow. It won't be good tomorrow. It'll be spoiled by tomorrow. It's like we're living in a world of perishables. Well, that's what I think when somebody can't exercise any type of patience. You know, like you wouldn't want to try to eat meat that was like left out raw overnight. However, if the meat was really fresh, it should be good the next day. But let's not make any excuses for it. Yeah, it's like we're living in a world of perishables. So you got to hurry up and get everything while it's fresh. And anything else is unacceptable. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. Y'all feeling it? I ain't feeling it. Y'all feeling it? I ain't feeling it. How about y'all? Y'all feeling it? Because I ain't feeling it. Something wrong, son. Something wrong. Yeah, knowing somebody a week and they already trying to they're trying to mold you and shape you into the type of person that they want you to be. Molding and shaping. Molding and shaping. Now imagine if you were so lonely that you actually submitted to that kind of stuff. Imagine that. Happy Buddha, what's good? It says many blessings for you. The world is crazy. Pray you and everyone in the chat are safe tonight. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Yes, I do. Matter of fact, let me serenade you a little bit. Appreciate you, Buddha. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. All right. I didn't sign up for this. By the way, I don't know if y'all know this, but you can call into the show. If you like to call into the show, if you like to express the way you feel, if you want to tell a story, if you want to make a statement, if you want to ask a question, if you want to talk about this topic that we're talking about tonight, I invite you to call in. The number to call is the area code 31. It's 267-874-1949. That's the number to call. I said a 267-874-1949. Yes, y'all. I said a 267-874-1949. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 267-874-1949. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 267-874-1949, baby. Call 267-874-1949. I get you right on up in here. There is no censorship on this show. You can say it how you mean it. You can mean it how you express it. Nobody's going to get mad at you, even if you're trolling. That's what you do. All right. Wolfie asked, where is that Quasimodo duck guy? I don't know. Please don't summon him. You know, it seems like every time we summon somebody on this show, they come out of the woodworks. Which could mean that they were listening in the background, but I don't think Quasi would be the type that would not expose himself if he was around. He definitely seems like the vocal, visible type. Vocal and visible. He was in rare form last night, though. It's all good. But yeah. Didn't sign up for this. You know, I wonder how many people have signed up for, have decided to go through with things that they didn't sign up for that they really should have been given all the information to. You know, like we were talking about jobs earlier. But what about something? Let's think about something a little bit more serious. Not that having a job isn't serious or whatever happens at work isn't serious, but think about this. You ever think about parents who adopt or either adopt or take on foster children? Have any of you done that? Have any of you ever adopted a child or signed up to be a foster parent? It's not an easy job. Neither one of those things are easy. And they come with a whole lot of red tape. You know, because of child welfare, they want to make sure that children are placed in safe homes. But the thing is, in order to ensure that your home is safe, they often feel like they have the liberty to come into your home and pretty much get in all your business, financial and social, because they have to make sure that the child is safe. And it's all because of litigation. It's all because someone can sue, like the child can sue if it's found that they have been put in an unsafe situation and the state was the one who did it, or a child adoption agency. So, you know, you may have just wanted to help out some children who come from not necessarily bad homes, but, you know, you may have just wanted to, you know, contribute to this world by helping out or taking in some displaced children. You know, a lot of children have, you know, problems related to their family. Parents may be on drugs. Parents may not be active. Maybe they're neglectful, things like that. So you may have signed up to be a foster parent, but you may not have signed up for all of the crazy, all of the surveillance and all of the reporting that has to take place in order for you to be a foster parent. That might be what you didn't sign up for. Crispy Bacon says, my parents were foster parents, not for me, but for other kids. It sucked. Yo, why do you say it sucked? Why was it bad, Crispy? Man, Chris, I'm interested. I'm interested to know what you had against it. But I've known people who were foster parents. And unfortunately, a lot of people that I know who were foster parents were really in it for the money. I'm not saying that they didn't like the kids, but you can kind of tell the difference. You can kind of tell the difference. Cheryl Halsey says, hi, Cheryl. The other Cheryl is here? Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl. What she is? I haven't seen. I didn't see her. I didn't see her. Cheryl Halsey was good. Wow, Chrissy Bacon says 18 kids almost got killed a few times by the other kids. Oh, yeah, that's too much. 18? Yeah, I understand now. They tried to slam my head into the door. They tried to hatch it. They tried to hatch your head like an egg. Yo, man. Yo, I'm really, really sorry that you had to go through anything like that. That is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. 18 kids? How many biological brothers and sisters did you have versus how many how many biological brothers and sisters, or should I say biological siblings, that you have versus foster children that your parents had? Because that's some shit. Yeah, that's some shit right there, homie. You got yourself a situation. You got a situation. That's crazy. Okay. You said I have too many stories. Well, I'm glad you're here to tell some of them. I'm glad you're here to tell some of them. Let's see how this poll is going. Let's see the poll. We have 17 votes. Are you quick to break up with someone as soon as you find out that they lied or have lied? 47% say yes. 53% say no. So I think this is probably only a difference of one vote. Out of 17 votes, it looks like 9 people said no and 8 people said yes by those percentages. Please, y'all, do me one favor. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. We are low and light on likes. We are low and light on likes. Can we get a little stronger? Can we grow a little stronger, get a little heavier? So me and my sister at that point. Let me get this straight. It was just you and your sister, and you had like 15 or 16 foster. The hell? Yo, that is crazy. Look at this. Now the poll is exactly split down the middle, half and half. 50% yes, 50% no. This is getting interesting. It's getting very, very interesting. Hit the like button, y'all. Just give me the likes. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. I'm not going to send nobody out to your house. I'm not going to ask no questions. I'm not going to try to, everything will be all right. I promise. Promise. All right, we got 19 votes now. All right. It looks like we have 10 one way. 10 people say yes. 9 people say no. Okay. So my sister was for that point. She is dead now. Bad things happen. Shit at that place. Oh, man. All right. All right. I get it. I see what you're saying. I got you, my dude. I got you. Wow. Well, what I was asking about, what I was talking about was, if you don't know everything about what being a foster parent entails, you may find that, it may be a little bit more intensive than you may have previously thought. Like I said, I've had the unfortunate displeasure. You said it was because of that. Okay. Oh, man. Well, my condolences to you and your family, man. For real. My deepest condolences for you and your family. Without a doubt. Yeah, I've known people who became foster parents just for the check. Just for the check. So, with them, it was the more children I get, the more checks I get. So they were just, it was. Now I'm trying to imagine having a bad home life, which got you in the foster care in the first place, and then your foster parent being neglectful and maybe even abusive. That's a bad joint. That's definitely not what anybody's looking for. Let me see. I never looked it up before. And it may have been, let me see. Let me see. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So I looked up how much does a foster parent get paid per child. So you can kind of see how there would be a financial motive for some people. It says the amount a foster parent receives varies by state, the child's needs, and the type of foster care. In Pennsylvania, foster parents can receive, because I'm in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, foster parents can receive between $500 and $1,700 per month for one child. Yeah. Now you would think like, okay, well, let's say you're making, or you're receiving, let me say, $900 or $1,000 per child. Now, if you're the type that's putting that money right in your pocket, you did wrong. But in the grand scheme of things, how much does it cost to take care of a child for 1 month? How much does it? Because for some children, they may require more than that. If you think about food, shelter, maybe clothes, if they're growing, so you have to replace some clothing that they have because they're growing like that. Maybe recreational activities, bills that you may pay in the home. I imagine it can get a little sticky. Maritza Alberg says being a foster parent is not easy. Sometimes the kids or teen comes with a lot more problems than what they told you. You didn't sign up for this. That's what I was thinking, Maritza. For real. That's what I was thinking, because it's not a small obligation. It's really not. That is not a small obligation. That don't even sound like it's something to be playing around with. Not to me, it doesn't. So, yeah, I could see how, becoming a foster parent could be, it doesn't sound like it's a decision that you should just take lightly. It doesn't sound like that at all to me. People handle things the way they handle them. But yeah, that definitely doesn't sound like something that you should, you should just blow over. Taking care. I mean, because if you think about children that you have that are biological children, like your own children that you birthed, they're not always easy to deal with. Now, dealing with the problems that other children have, and you don't know what kind of homes that they come from, or maybe you do know what kind of homes that they come from, but how is that going to relate to the home that is being given to them? Especially if they're like teens and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, man. But like I said, you may not have signed up for all of that. You may have just been trying to help, or may have been trying to get a couple of dollars, and it may not have gone the way that you thought it was going to go. Crispy Bacon says, when I was a kid, I remember people in the house with trash bags knowing they didn't have anything else. Exactly. When foster children come into a home, they're coming into a home that has been inspected and approved by the state agency. They know that house is safe. They know that that whoever is the foster parent is going to take accountability and be responsible. They've been vetted. They don't just put, like, foster children are coming out of a situation that's already questionable. It's not easy to just take someone's children away from them. It seems like it is, but it's not as sweet as people think it is. but it happens so often that, you know, a lot of people don't even really think about it. But when you actually think about it, it's like, yeah, foster children. So they're coming from a home where there may have been neglect or abuse, abandonment issues, any way you slice it, is they're not coming from a positive situation. And so they're being placed in the foster parent situation for the safety of the child. For the safety of the child. Back in the days, they would have been put in an orphanage. Unless you consider that an orphanage was for children who didn't have any parents. What did they do with children who had abusive parents back in the day? Or did anybody give a shit about child abuse or child neglect? You know? Well, let's look it up. Were orphanages only for orphans? Okay. In most developed countries, including the United States, there are essentially no orphanages only for orphans because the modern child welfare system prioritizes placing children in foster homes, meaning even children considered orphans often live with foster families rather than in traditional orphanages. The majority of children in orphanages around the world actually have at least one living parent due to factors like poverty or temporary family instability. Okay. Look at this. Okay, wait. In most developed nations, children without parental care are placed in foster homes with temporary caregivers, not large institutional orphanages. Misconception about orphans. Many children in orphanages are not actually orphans, meaning they have at least one living parent, but may be unable to be cared for by them due to poverty or other circumstances. International orphanages. While the practice is declining, some orphanages still exist in developing countries where foster care systems may be less developed. And these might be house children who are truly orphaned. An orphan. Little orphan Annie. Aussie mate, what's good? How you feeling, my dude? Moon Wolf, he says some parents would even use asylums if they had money. Okay. Chris says, my sister was 3 or 4. Oh man. You serious? 3 or 4. Wow. Once again, man, my deepest condolences. Because that's that I'm almost speechless about that. Didn't sign up for this. You know, I mean, if we tell this story in the through the perspective of the child, yeah, they didn't sign up for this. I mean, I'm not even talking about the child that's in foster care. I'm sure you and your sister did not sign up to have to survive amongst other children. I'm sure of that. And once again, I'm real sorry about that. Very, very, very. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, on the poll, are you quick to break up with someone as soon as you find out that they lied or have lied? 55% say yes. Ooh. Now remember earlier in the show, the no's were winning. Now the yeses are winning. Oh, they done came back. They done came back. The Empire Strikes Back. Ooh. Ooh. What we got? What we doing? Okay. Okay, so Chris says, I believe in adoption, but not kids like that. An experience like the one that you described, I can totally understand why you feel the way you feel. And you have the right to feel the way you want to feel. I mean, the way you feel otherwise. Wolfie says they usually didn't care. Man. It's supposed to snow. It's supposed to snow where I am. How about where y'all are? What's the weather like where y'all are? Wintry mix is what they're saying we're going to have. Freezing rain is what they're saying that we're going to have. Freezing rain, 31 degrees. Okay. Well, it was way colder than that a couple of weeks ago, so I can deal with temperatures in their 30s. Excuse me. Freezing rain. What y'all got? Excuse me. Back in the day, I mean, they usually didn't care if a kid was abused. That's why my grandpa started working young and joined the Marines once he could. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. You know, I don't even know if they had or recognized or acknowledged anything like child abuse back in the day. The farther you go back, the less they gave a shit about children. That's why they had to have these things called the child labor laws. People would just have children just to work or contribute to the family financially. Let me see. When did child abuse become a thing? All right. Okay. All the way back in 1874? History of child abuse prevention. April is now National Child Abuse Prevention Month, a tradition formally established in 1983 after decades of decades of efforts by children's advocates who push to create and change laws to protect those most vulnerable in society. The purpose of the month is to raise national awareness about child abuse prevention and how individuals and communities can help prevent the child abuse and neglect of children. In 1874, 10-year-old Mary Ellen Wilson was a survivor of the first high-profile child abuse case in the United States, a historical time when animal cruelty was prioritized over the treatment of children. A number of prominent New York citizens advocated for Mary Ellen, including a well-known social worker named Marietta Etta Etta Wheeler. Wheeler consulted the police with the allegations of physical abuse by Mary Ellen's adopted mother, but they declined to investigate the case. Although there were multiple child assistance charities at the time, when Wheeler sought assistance from these charities, they lacked authority to intervene in the family. Eventually, Wheeler consulted the founder of the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the ASPCA, Henry Berg, and he find a legal mechanism to rescue Mary Ellen. And a judge ordered the girl to be removed from her foster mother. The New York State Supreme Court heard the case, and a jury convicted the girl's foster mother of assault and battery in the nation's first child abuse case conviction. Following the rescue of Mary Ellen, Berg worked to create a charitable society devoted to child protection called the New York City Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. This development was the first in a series of steps to begin protecting children from abuse and neglect. However, most notably, Mary Ellen's case only came to light because an unknown concerned neighbor called on an activist who worked locally in the area to check on the child. Now, this was all the way in 1874. That's a long time ago. That's a long, long time ago. 1874. So we're talking about almost 150 years, man. We're talking almost 150 years, yo. That's a long time, long time. Long time, long time. All right. Matter of fact, it's 151 years. That's crazy. That is mad crazy. All right, man. Well, this is what we're going to do. We are going to do these birthday shout outs, and then we are going to holler back. Chris says, I never break down, but okay. I never break down, but that, me too. To be honest, was 10 tonight, probably a little warmer. I never break down, but that. To be honest, it was 10 tonight, probably a little warmer tonight. Oh, okay. 10 degrees? Where are you? You in Canada, my boy? I see you ski. You like to ski. Where are you? Where are you? Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 5th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. What up, my man? Info Spot 411. Haven't seen you around here since last week. What's good, my dude? Good to see you. Always, always. Okay. All right. And like I said, number one out the box. Hold on, let me get it right. Lynn Bostic, happy birthday. And Virginia Jones. And also my girl, go-getter Kelly Lawson. And it's Callie, Lasagna Villar, Marcus Etheridge, happy birthday to you. And also Keena Kennedy, my man going all the way back to the 1990, my man Antoine Carter, Anise Morris, Emily Edborno, Karen Purdy, and last but not least, my girl Keisha D. Myers. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious audience. February 5th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn to rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, I said go hard, go for yours, and remember, yo, you might not have signed up for what you got what you wanted, but then got confronted with a whole lot of different type of circumstances, and you trying to figure out why you took the chance to ever get involved in this crazy stuff. You gotta watch out because life is tough. But the bluff that somebody might give you, yo, you sometimes you gotta stay ready because they can get petty. And so you gotta make sure that you keep the light on, make sure you get it always. All right. Y'all have to excuse me, I'm tired tonight. So we're gonna get it right. Yo, let's run it back. Let's do a different point of attack. I lack the skills to pay the bills. Yo, that would never be my case, so get out my face. I'm going to have to lace you with a different thing. Make sure that you always get treated like a king. Maybe you're a queen's any and all means. Don't let nobody pay you with no jelly beans. You know the cash is what you supposed to get, so don't let somebody sign you up for that bullshit. Yo. And I know it's true. Everybody gotta do what they got to do. And sometimes you gotta leave others behind. Make sure they don't dim your light. Always shine. I'm behind in the times, but I'm catching up. Sort of like Hunt or Hines. Yo, yeah. I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta go. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Get 'Emism show, so make sure y'all come on through. Before you go, please give me another like. Let's make it a strong 15. It really should have been a lot more than that. If we have 21 votes, and please, pardon me if I'm wrong. If we have 21 votes for the poll, I figure we should have 21 or more votes for the likes, or should I say 21 likes or more. But maybe I'm just tripping. Oh, minus 10. Good Lord. The fuck? Yeah, what the hell are you? Minus 10? Yeesh. Nah, it's too cold. Wherever you are, that's really, really cold. Be careful though. Don't get frostbitten. All right, y'all. So we out of here, man. Yo, y'all have a good night. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'ma holler at y'all later, man. Have a good night. Be safe wherever you are and whatever you do. And thanks for coming on through. Appreciate you. Peace.